On this episode of Football League Fest, we bring you the Premier League Sunday updates, a day packed with drama, goals, and pure English football chaos. From Aston Villa's 4-goal party to Manchester City's ruthless dismantling of Liverpool, it was a weekend where some soared and others sorely stumbled. On this wild Premier League stage at Villa Park, ladies and gentlemen, Aston Villa just threw a 4-goal festival, and Bournemouth were the unwilling guests of honour. Buendia kicked things off in the 28th minute like a man on a personal highlight reel. Onana followed at 40, saying, "Hold my water bottle." And then Barkley and Malin turned the second half into a training session for goal celebrations. 77th and 82nd minutes, boom, boom! With 40,792 fans singing louder than the Bournemouth defence could organise, Villa turned this match into a one-sided Broadway show titled No Mercy at Home. Final score, Aston Villa 4, Bournemouth 0.
We take you to the City Ground, where Nottingham Forest turned Leeds United into unwilling tree huggers. It all began with Leeds' Nemeka striking first blood in the 13th minute, a quick jab that woke the Forest spirits. 2 minutes later, Sangare replied, saying, "Not in my woods." And we were level at half-time, 1-1. Then came Gibbs-White in the 68th, assisted by Hutchinson, slicing through Leeds' defence like a lumberjack on caffeine. And just when Leeds hoped for a late miracle, Anderson stepped up in stoppage time and coolly buried a penalty to seal it 3-1. A night of noise, goals, and 30,708 fans who now believe trees really do grow goals in Nottingham.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and football fans still trying to figure out what happened on the pitch today, welcome to Selhurst Park, where Crystal Palace hosted Brighton and Hove Albion in what some might call the ultimate game of hide and seek. Yes, you heard it right, full time, and the scoreboard proudly displays, wait for it, 0-0. Crystal Palace went all out, Brighton countered, and yet not a single soul could sneak a goal past these defensive maestros. The halftime score, also 0-0. Consistency is key, folks. It was a tactical chess match, a suspense thriller, dare we say, goalless spectacle that had fans gripping their seats, scratching their heads, and possibly questioning the existence of the goal itself. And there you have it, folks. A match where the ball travelled more than the scoreboard numbers. But hey, drama doesn't always need goals. This is Football League Fest.
Ladies and gentlemen, gather your snacks and brace your emotions. Because at the G-Tech Community Stadium, the Bees of Brentford have just turned a dull sting into a full-on honey harvest. It all began with Newcastle United looking sharp. Harvey Barnes buzzed one in the 27th minute, giving the Magpies early bragging rights. But oh, football gods love plot twists. Brentford came out in the second half like they had just inhaled pure adrenaline. Kevin Shardy struck in the 56th to level it, and from there, it was a Brentford B-storm. Dan Burns self-destructed with a double yellow at 73. Opening the floodgates, Igor Thiago calmly slotted home a penalty in the 78th, then returned at 90+5 to hammer in the final nail. From 0-1 down to 3-1 glory, the G-Tech crowd of 17,207 buzzed louder than a beehive on espresso. And that's full-time, Brentford 3, Newcastle 1. What a comeback.
On a sunny Sunday at the Etihad Stadium, Manchester City decided to treat Liverpool like a warm-up act. By the 29th minute, Haaland reminded everyone why he's the Norwegian hammer, smashing the first goal with a little assist from Matheus Nunes. Just when Liverpool thought the half-time whistle would bring mercy, Nico Gonzalez doubled the trouble in the 45th plus 3 minutes, with Bernardo Silva lending a classy assist. Then, after the break, Jeremy Doku added the cherry on top at 63 minutes, thanks to a slick N. O'Reilly setup. Liverpool? Well, they were more like spectators than contenders, watching City dance through the pitch like it was a rehearsal for the Champions League final. And that's your full-time story, folks. Manchester City 3, Liverpool 0. The Etihad is buzzing, the goals were flowing, and if Liverpool thought they'd get a slice of the pie, they were sorely mistaken. That's the magic, the drama, the sheer fun of Football League Fest.
From City's statement win to Brentford's buzzing triumph, and even the Crystal Palace Brighton snooze fest, the Premier League never fails to serve a full platter of emotion. And that's your fun fare on Football League Fest, only on OGM News FC. Until next time, keep your boots laced and your banter sharp. I'm Oscar, and with me is Sarah. See you in a bit.